同佢講 no comment。如果警察叫你做嘢，你可以問 under what power。Section 12同 Section 14俾警察權力去強制實行示威條件。如果你明知故犯，係可以俾人拉，但係警察要證明到你係明知故犯。如果警察同你叫你同其他人講關於 Section 12或者 Section 14嘅嘢，唔好幫警察做嘢，唔好 spread legal information。如果警察 print 咗 leaflet 關於 S12、S14，唔好 pass 收警察嘅 leaflet，唔好 do the job 個警察。如果警察 stop and search 手禮真，你冇需要話俾警察聽任何 personal details， 包括 visa status。No personal details。不過，如果俾人拉咗，你可以喺警署嘅 custody desk 俾 name、address 同埋 date of birth， 去加快執個過程。係警署嘅 custody desk， 唔係喺架車上面，係警署嘅 custody desk。如果俾人拉咗，揾律師揾我哋推介嘅律師，唔好要警察推介嘅律師。No duty solicitor， 唔好要 duty solicitor。我哋推介嘅律師係 HJA， 一陣間 Ella 會派 bus card 俾大家 ，bus card 上面有推介嘅律師所 HJA， 推介律師所 HJA， 記住唔好 accept caution。如果你見到有人俾警察拉或者手伸，可以 call 佢 legal observer LO。好，最快講多次，保護自己，保護其他人。No comment， no comment。Under what power？ Under what power？ 唔好幫警察做嘢。No personal details。No duty solicitor。揾律師揾 HJA， 揾律師揾 HJA。No caution。So now we'll do it in English very quickly. So I'm a legal observer. We are with the green and black cross. We got a quick know your rights. If the police talk to you, no matter the question, protect yourself, protect other people, say no comment. The police officers in blue high-vis are also police officers. Their job is to gather information about protesters. Say no comment, no comment. If the police tell you to do something, check if they're acting lawfully. Ask, under what power? Under what power? If you get stopped and searched, do not give police personal details. That includes your visa status. No personal details. No personal details. An exception is if you get arrested, many people would like to give their name, address, and date of birth at the custody desk. At the custody desk inside the police station, not before. At the custody desk. If you get arrested, you can ask for a solicitor, a freeload solicitor. We'll hand over some bus cards. Call HJA for your solicitor. Do not go for the duty solicitor. No duty solicitor, go for HJA. Do not accept a caution. That's saying that you are guilty. That would be an easy win for the police. So do not accept caution. No caution. If you get arrested, call the protest support line number or get one of us, the legal observer. Protect yourself, protect other people, no comments. Thank you.
Thanks. You're out of shot. You're fine.
Hello， 大家好，多謝大家今日過嚟集會。我哋依家會邀請 Mark Nigel。Mark Nigel 係皇家駐惠廠居民協會嘅一員，佢已經喺 Roman Court 呢度做咗30年嘅啦。咁我哋就會邀請佢上嚟講幾句。Please welcome Mark Nigel from the Roman Court Resident Association. Mark has been a resident for almost 30 years. Mark, please.
On the 17th of May 2018, the Roman Estate had a development plan in place, a plan that the local community had been consulted on which all parties agreed to. This would have made the Roaming grounds a public room, would have established shops, cafes and offices. The plan would have brought in money to and for Tower Hamlets. Now just take a second to imagine what would have been like. People shopping, sipping drinks, sitting down and enjoying the sights of the Bristol part of London. The following day, the 18th of May 2018, that all changed. The land had been sold to the People's Republic of China and was to be where they planned to move their embassy. So no jobs, no shops, no money. In fact, London Borough Tower Hamlets would have spent time and resources to manage having an embassy in a borough. Just ask Wandsworth. Okay, right. Okay. Again, take a moment to imagine what the place would be like if the River Embassy gets the go-ahead. Security, CCTV, China's flag flying high, the Royal Mint would be a no-go zone. As important to the residents living on the Royal Mint were concerns about their safety, security, privacy, and in the worst case that the residents would be removed from where they live and their homes demolished. This scenario was highlighted by an article in the Sunday Times on the 21st of December 2025. So after 7.5 years, we now found ourselves back outside the Royal Mint demonstrating against the mega embassy. But today is the most significant demonstration because in the next few days, the government will be announcing its decision. A decision that many feel will go in favour of the People's Republic of China. This feeling is because the UK government seems to have been managing the many issues towards the approval. They overrode the council, they overrode the Met Police, the UK security services also reversed their stance, which is completely different to what the security services of the US and Australia had said. I have attended many of the demonstrations since last February, and during these demonstrations I have spoken to several members of the diaspora groups. I have heard their concerns, hear about boundaries being issued, how they don't feel safe on the streets of the UK, telling stories of being followed, learning that their families were facing harassment in their homelands, and now they were concerned about secret rooms planned for the mega embassy. The embassy accuses anybody arguing against the mega embassy as being malicious and slandering the People's Republic of China. There is no slander. When there was a video footage showing a protester being dragged onto People's Republic on the land in Manchester, there is no slander when the bounty letters are posted online by concerned citizens. It is to those groups that I say, your fight is our fight, and our fight is yours. I look at the crowd assembled here and see the determination to keep fighting, and that by any and all legal means we will. If the government goes ahead and approves the mega embassy, then the Royal Court Rest Association will challenge that decision. To help us continue this fight and challenge, we need funds. So I want to highlight the banner behind me and the QR codes. These will take you to a GoFundMe page. Please donate and please pass the details on to your contacts. And we say, no mega embassy! No mega embassy! No mega embassy! Thank you.
No China mega embassy!
No China mega embassy!
Together! No China mega embassy!
No China mega embassy!
No China mega embassy!
No China mega embassy!
不要超級大使館！不要超級大使館！不要超級大使館！ This is our final chance for us to oppose the China mega embassy. So please raise your voice and ensure the UK government hears our demand. What is your demand today? What is your demand today? Yes, we have only one demand today. No China mega embassy. What do you want? When do you want it? When do you want it? Now. Yes, correct. When do you want it? What do you want? When do you want it? I want to tell Mark at the end, if the local residents have to initiate the judicial review to stop the irrational decision by the UK government, you will have our full support. Do you agree? Yes. Do you agree? Yes. Do you agree? Yes. No China Mega Embassy. 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 今日我哋企出嚟，就係要守護我哋生活嘅地方。就係要守護我哋嘅安全同埋自由，係咪？係咪？ We are sending our strong message to the UK government. That is simple. No China Mega Embassy. Say no to CCP. Say no to CCP. Say no to CCP!
係，跟住落嚟，我哋有請英國改革黨 Danny Krueger MP. Danny Krueger MP representing Reform UK and Devices constituency. Please welcome Mr. Krueger to give his remarks.
Thank you very much. Let me thank the organisers of today, but most of all, let me thank you for being here. You are doing a brave thing standing here this afternoon. We oppose this embassy because we know that the Chinese Communist Party does not believe in freedom. They will spy on Britain from this embassy, just as they are spying on all of you who are here today. So I want to honour your courage, and I want to say I stand with you. Thank you. I stand as the representative of Reform UK, and I want to say this. We know that China will carry on spying. They will carry on oppressing their own people. They will carry on trying to harm the West, whatever happens, whether they get permission for this building or not. But my friends, today we have a chance. We have a moment here on this ground, at this moment, to send a signal that is heard in Beijing, to say enough to China, to say we see through your lies, Xi Jinping. And all the lies that he is saying about this embassy, they stand for all the lies that China speaks about its place in the world, about its peaceful intentions, about its respect for other countries, about its lack of any imperial ambitions. These are lies, and we have a better idea. This is why we recognise China is allied with the worst regimes in the world, in Russia, in Iran, in North Korea. And that is because China itself is the worst regime in the world today. And if it gets its way with projects like this, and with the technology that it is developing, China could become the worst regime in the history of the world. And that is why the British government must not let itself be bought by the Chinese Communist Party. For too long, British governments have closed their eyes to what China is doing in Xinjiang, in the region, in Africa, and in the West. It's too long that they have been lying to our people. And the British government has allowed this for the simple reason that it wanted China's money. And for what? To ruin our own industries, to put our own people out of work, to turn Britain into just another market for cheap Chinese goods. Well, I better idea of Britain than that. I think we are worth more than that. Reform UK will restore Britain's industrial economy, and we will recognise China for what it is, a grave adversary of prosperity, of freedom, and of this country. So I thank you once again. I honour you for your courage. I say we stand with you. Do not lose heart. The British people are with you. And one day we will have a government that puts the British people first, that stands for Britain and for freedom. Thank you.
What do you want? Louder! What do you want? When do you want it? What do you want? When do you want it? 今日我哋要話俾英國政府知道，如果佢批准英國興建出個超級大使館，唔單止係會縱容跨境剝削，亦都會嚴重咁損害英國社會嘅本土利益，係咪？係咪？ So we have to urge the UK government to reject the CCP's application of building a mega embassy because approving such a mega embassy is simply a mega mistake. Do you agree? Yes. Do you agree? Yes. So I say mega embassy. You say mega mistake. Okay? Mega embassy. Mega embassy. Mega embassy. Mega embassy. And today I'm sure someone assigned upon by the CCP from this building is watching us. So I would like to invite all of you to say hi to them. Please raise your finger to them. Shame on you! Together, do it together. Raise your finger. I'm not sure which finger you are using, but raise your finger. Shame on you! Shame on you! Shame on you! Stop transnational repression! So, we try a different one. Repression across borders. No more. Not here. It's okay? Repression across borders. Repression across borders. Repression across borders. Bow to China. Bow to China. So I say bow to China. You say lost forever. It's okay? Bow to China. Bow to China.
我哋依家邀請 Bobby Dean。Bobby Dean 係自由民主黨嘅MP。Bobby Dean is a Liberal Democrat for Carshalton and Mornington constituency. Please welcome Bobby.
Thank you everyone for coming today and for committing to fighting this scheme right the way until the end. Earlier this week, the government tried to insult our intelligence. As news broke about their secret plan to knock down the basement wall and push out right up to important communication lines, the government lectured us about the planning process. This is a disgrace. Now, they're trying to pretend that this is just another application. They talk to us about the many venues that China already has in the UK and tell us about how this is a quasi-judicial planning application of which they have no part to play in. But this is not just any planning application. This is a test. It is a test of the government's resolve in standing up to China. It is a test of the government's willingness to defend Hong Kongers and other persecuted communities in this country. It is a test of whether or not they are willing to trade away national security in a desperate bid for growth. Now we know that sometime in the next couple of weeks, the Prime Minister is going to hop on a plane with a begging bowl to Beijing. He's going to try and secure a trade deal with China. And having failed to secure the release of Jimmy Lai, having failed to tackle transnational repression on our soil, and having gifted one of the biggest diplomatic gifts he could give to a hostile state, this giant mega embassy, he was trying to strike a deal on that basis. And how do we think China will respond to such cowardice? I think they will look at Britain as weak, and they will strike a deal on that basis. But it doesn't have to be this way. Instead, Prime Minister Keir Starmer next week, he could reject this embassy. He could cancel his visit to Beijing, and he can demand that he will not get on a plane until Jimmy Lai comes back in the other direction. That to me is the strength that Britain should be showing. That is our demand on the Prime Minister this week. Be brave, stand strong, reject this mega embassy. Thank you.
Long China mega embassy! Long China mega embassy! What do you want? What do you want? When do you want it? When do you want it? Repression across borders. No more. Not here. So I say repression across borders. What do you say? Repression across borders. Repression across borders. The Prime Minister is about to visit China. Once again, we should remind him, don't bow to China. Bow to China. Bow to China. Bow to China. Say no to CCP. Say no to CCP. Say no to CCP. We have seen that the people of many countries have risen up to resist the authoritarian regimes, and we hope that they will succeed soon. Do you agree? Yes. Do you agree? Yes. The people will win the democracy and freedom they deserve. Do you agree? Yes. Do you agree? Yes. Power to the people. 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 我哋見到咧，有好多國家嘅人民咧，都起嚟反抗專制政權。我哋希望佢哋早日可以獲得成功，係咪？係咪？我哋相信所有被壓迫嘅人民，遲早係會得到佢哋應有嘅民主同埋自由，係咪？係咪？No China mega embassy. No 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 China mega embassy.
Okay, shortly the Leader of the Opposition will be joining us. Before she does, please welcome to the stage to give some remarks Rahima Mahmood, who's an Uyghur survivor and who looks after the World Uyghur Congress and Stop Uyghur Genocide. Rahima, come to the stage.
supporters, I stand here today not just as an activist, but as a Uyghur woman who knows what it means to live under the shadow of the Chinese state. That shadow followed me from my homeland, where my people are being subjected to genocide. Through forced sterilization, forced abortion, mass detention, forced labor, and the erasure of our culture, faith, and language. It followed me into exile, where my family was cut off, silenced, punished, simply because I speak out here. And now, that shadow threatens to grow larger, right here in London. A Chinese mega embassy is not just a building. For communities like ours, it represents surveillance, intimidation, and fear. We know this from lived experience. Wherever the Chinese state extends its reach, repression follows across borders, into diaspora, into supposedly safe democratic spaces. This is not paranoia, it is reality. Uyghurs, Hong Kongers, Tibetans, Chinese dissidents, and others have already experienced harassment, monitoring, and threats on British soil. Approving this mega embassy sends a chilling message that our safety is negotiable, that economic interests matter more than human lives. The UK must ask itself, whose side are you on? You cannot claim to stand for human rights while enabling the machinery of repression at your doorstep. You cannot honor victims of genocide while normalizing relations with the perpetrators without accountability. We are here today to say no more shadows, no more silence. This country gave many of us refuge. Do not turn that refuge into another place of fear. Stand with the victims, not the perpetrators. Stand for dignity, freedom, and justice. And stop this mega embassy before the shadow grows any darker. Thank you.
No China mega embassy!
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 Again I say, mega embassy. What do you say?
No China
Mega mistake. Mega embassy!
mega mistake!
Louder. Mega embassy!
Mega mistake!
Mega embassy!
Mega mistake!
Mega embassy!
Mega mistake!
So I would like to invite you to do some exercise together in order to, heat up your body because the weather is getting cold. You want? Yeah. Yeah. Can you free your hands? Maybe some people are holding the podcast. If you want to join, you can put down your podcast and after a verse, you can pick them up again. Yeah, don't worry about that. Yeah. So, we are now protesting against transnational repression. So when I say repression across borders, no more. You do it. Not here. Is it difficult? Is it easy enough? Repression across borders. No more! Together! Repression across borders. No more! Not here! Repression across borders. No more! Not here! Again together to show our solidarity. Repression across borders. No more! Not here! Very good, excellent. Thank you. So we are here today to protect our city and our safety. When I say no China embassy, you say protect our city. It's okay? No China embassy. Protect our city. No China embassy. Protect our city. No China embassy. Protect our city. This time, I say no China embassy. You say protect our safety. No embassy. Protect our safety. No China embassy. Protect our safety. No China embassy. Protect our safety. No China embassy. Protect our safety. Okay. Someone suggests protect our country. That is real because the China embassy will harm everyone in this country. Do you agree? Yes! No China embassy! No China embassy! No China embassy! Thank you.
跟住落嚟，我哋有請 Sir Ian Dunson MP. Sir Ian Dunson MP representing the Conservative Party at Chingford and Woodford Green. Please welcome Sir Ian.
It's always good as a politician to be surprised that you actually want to speak. So I'm going to be brief, and you will regret that that will go on for some time. I want to say one thing, and one thing only at the beginning. I want to tell you that I am here, we are here, politicians and others, with you, because we believe in freedom. Freedom in the United Kingdom, and freedom one day in China. And the reality for us right now is that we face a significant problem. We have a government here that wants us to approve the largest embassy complex in Europe. Absolutely. What do we say to this proposal? No, not here. No, not here. And I have to tell you now that there are some politicians who are hiding their heads on this and don't want to be seen protesting this. Well, those of us that are here today will stand against tyranny. We have a major problem. We have China, North Korea, Russia and Iran in a new axis that threatens the very freedoms that we in the United Kingdom believe, and many of you who have fled here. We say to President Xi, who said only a few months ago that his purpose with those allies was to have a new world order. That new world order will be of tyranny, of repression, of an end of freedom, an end to the right to protest, no judicial rights in face of the law, and total control. What do we say to that proposal? No! 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 And also I say to all of you here, we should bear in mind that there is another group that is serious vested interest in this problem. And they are the residents, the British residents that live on the site. Let us give them a big cheer and show that we are with them in their struggle against this embassy. Hooray! And also I say to all of you, that as we come forward now, to an overarching, overweening, powerful dictatorship in China, we must remember that we have faced this before in the United Kingdom. We have faced it in the 1930s and 40s when we made big mistakes in not recognizing that a totalitarian state had its mind to overtake and overcome this marvelous democracy with its freedoms enshrined in law. Well, they failed then, and almost too late did we realize that and stand against them. This embassy isn't just about an embassy. This embassy is a token of what we believe in. It will be a blister on the face of freedom in the United Kingdom and all that we stand for. America is against this embassy. All of the Five Eyes countries are against this embassy. And many in Europe are also against this embassy. Why doesn't the government listen and do the right thing? This is the wrong embassy, in the wrong place, at the wrong time, for the wrong pleasure today to introduce. Well, we've got another guest speaker coming, and I didn't want to give out her name too early. She's arriving very, very shortly. Let me tell you something about this. It's quite a big deal for a leader of a party to come to this location and stand with you, with those who are going to suffer if this embassy is here. One of the key reasons why this leader of a party is coming here today is because she has witnessed the transnational repression that has been taking place in the UK under the eyes of government, under the eyes of the police. Too many of those who have fled tyranny in Hong Kong, coming to this country believing in our protection and our freedom, have, I'm afraid, been betrayed. Too many of those who work for the CCP, who go out daily to try and target those individuals, those brave people that you are here who are still believing in freedom, and we haven't done enough to protect you. I promise you, we'll stand by those who suffer from transnational repression. And I therefore now want to introduce the leader of the opposition, the leader of the Conservative Party, and may I tell you with some satisfaction, I believe the next Prime Minister of this great country, Kemi Badenoch.
Good afternoon, everybody. I cannot tell you what an honour and a privilege it is to be with you all today. I want you all to know that I understand and I am with you. For those of you who don't know, I grew up under a dictatorship. I know what it is like to live under a government that you are terrified of. I know what it is like to be afraid of what will happen to you if you speak out. For journalists to be murdered, for people to be hounded out of the country. I understand, and that is why I know it is wrong for this super embassy to be built here on this site. China is a country that has harassed and sanctioned our MPs like Ian. China is a country that has harassed and abused British nationals connected to China. It helps our enemies like Russia. It keeps slaves. It disrupts the global trade system. We know that we have to stand up to the abuses of China. And what worries me is that we have a government right now that seems to be scared of China. We have a government that is afraid, too weak, no backbone. What we need right now is a government that will act in the British national interest and protect those people who are fighting for those Chinese citizens who are suffering. I am standing here with you today because I believe in freedom. I'm standing with you today because I know what it is like to live without freedom. We take it for granted in the United Kingdom because we have had it for so long. But those who have lived under oppressive regimes, those who have lived under authoritarianism, those who have lived under communism know what that suffering is like, and we do not want to see that here. So I speak right now as the leader of the opposition, the leader of the Conservative Party. I stand with you. I tell you that I will always fight for freedom, and I am calling on the government to stop this decision. We do not want a country that spies on our MPs having this super embassy right here. And I will do everything within my power to continue speaking on your behalf. All of you here today are so brave. I see the bravery. I know how difficult it is. I do not want you to be spied on. I do not want you to be hounded. I do not want you to be chucked into a makeshift police station. This is a free country. We must always guarantee freedom, and we need a government with a backbone and a prime minister who is not weak, who will look after our national interests and make sure that he supports British values, of which freedom is the primary one. So thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you all of you. I'm so proud to be here, and I will continue doing everything that I can to fight for your cause. Thank you.
No China Mega Embassy! No China Mega Embassy! No China Mega Embassy! China lies! China lies! China lies! China lies! Protect UK security! Protect UK security! Protect UK security!